Thank you for using Ambianic Edge. The following are the instructions to assemble your Ambianic Edge. If you have not transferred the Ambianic Edge software to the SD card, you need to do it now before assembling the Ambianic Edge. The Ambianic Edge hardware consists of the Pi-compatible camera, the Raspberry Pi 4, Model B with 2 gig RAM, and the 32 gig SD card. Notice that the SD card needs to be inserted with the gold contacts facing up. Turn the Pi over to the side with no ports. You will see a large silver square at the short edge of the board. Just above the silver square will be the label Micro SD card. Insert the SD card that you have previously copied the installation image. The gold connectors must face the board. The Pi camera interface port on the Raspberry Pi. The camera interface port is located just to the right of the HDMI ports. There is a black cable clamp that has to be pulled up. Grab the tabs at the end of the clamp and gently pull up. You might have to wiggle the clamp a little. Take the loose end of the camera cable and insert the side with the silver connectors facing toward the HDMI lettering. Make sure you press the cable down into the interface port. The silver connectors should just be visible above the white plate. The cable will be installed between the white plate and the black cable clamp. The blue side of the cable is between the white plate and the black cable clamp. Notice the blue is facing the Pi interface ports. Be sure the cable is inserted all the way into the connector. Congratulations on assembling your Ambianic Edge. Now it is time to mount the completed Ambianic Edge in its case. Please note the camera orientation. Where the cable is attached to the camera is the bottom of the picture, so install the camera accordingly. Do not forget to take the plastic cover off the lens. Remove by pulling the red tab. Take the back of the case and lay it on a flat surface. Locate the power supply port opening in the case. Make sure there is not any leftover material in the opening. Next, take the Raspberry Pi and tilt the Pi so the edge with the power supply port goes in the case first. You will see the 4 tabs that the Pi will click into the case. You should be able to see the power port on the Pi through the power supply opening in the case. You are aligning the Pi power port with the power supply opening in the case. It will not be perfect. Now, take the side of the Pi with all of the pins sticking up and press on it so it goes into the case. You may have to grab the case on the pin side and pull it out for the Pi to drop into place. The Pi board should now be resting on the 4 tabs, one for each corner of the Pi. Press the bottom of the Pi board, the end nearest the power supply port. Check to see if the power supply port opening on the case aligns with the power supply port on the Pi. Plug the power supply into the Pi. Press on the Pi at the corners to make sure the Pi is mounted in the case. Leave the power supply plugged into the Pi for now. Take the front case and lay it next to the back of the case where you just installed the Pi. Take the camera and remove the tab of plastic that covers the lens. Take the camera and match the camera with the 4 mounting points and/or pillars on the front cover. Snap into place. Notice that the blue section of the cable where it attaches to the camera is positioned to the bottom of the case. Now take the 2-inch piece of electrical tape and secure the bottom edge of the camera board. This will make sure that the camera stays mounted on the 4 mounting points and/or pillars on the front cover. Take the back of the case and lie it on a flat surface while holding the front of the case with your other hand. Take the front of the case and make sure the bottom of the front case with the feet align with the bottom of the back of the case with the feet. Be careful not to put any strain on the camera cable from the Pi to the camera. The strain could cause the camera to not align with the camera opening in the front case. Align the tabs on the front case with the openings on the back case. Gently work the front case tabs into the openings on the back of the case in an even manner. Congratulations! You are now ready to start the installation on your Ambianic Edge.